Hey everybody, Chris Grest here. So welcome to 2024, and a new year brings new firearms. So what I'm going to show you all today is my first firearm purchase of 2024, and it's from Sig Sauer. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty folks, so I had been wanting to pick up a new carry pistol for my carry rotation, and this is one of those that I had been looking at pretty hardly, especially some of the other versions of this particular pistol that have been released over the last couple of years. And so I decided on the Sig Sauer P365XL Spectre comp. Alright, so this is actually a custom works gun, so they give this little kind of custom works deal there, owner's manual stuff and whatnot, and then what you see here is pretty much what you get. So just to show you all that we are clear and safe, unloaded, no ammo in the vicinity, I'll go ahead and pull out this chamber flag. Standard affair in the box. You get yourself your cable lock and your documentation. That's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of set this stuff aside, and then we'll talk about the pistol itself. Alright, so there we have it, the Sig Sauer P365XL Spectre comp. So what the heck does all that mean to us? So this is one of Sig's gazillion P365 versions. They have so many versions that it's really hard to keep up. But the Spectre comp was one of those that kind of caught my attention for a few reasons. And this also comes in black with gold trigger and barrel. So this is the Coyote version or FDE version, whatever you want to call it. It has a PVD colored slide, and then it has this peanut butter colored frame right here. So you know, I'm a fan of the tans and the earth tones, so this is pretty slick looking. What does the pistol itself come with? Well, it comes with two 12-round magazines, flush fit, like so. And it comes with one 17-round mag, and this has an extension on here. So one of the first things out the box that I was a little bit not happy about was the base plates on these. So I went ahead and picked up a fourth magazine, another 17-rounder, and look, it comes with the tan base plates, but the ones that came with the pistol are on black. So I think that's a failure on Sig's part. If you got a tan pistol and you have the ability to have tan base plates, they should come with the matching color base plate. Not a big deal for me, not a deal breaker, but just kind of one of those attention to detail things. So anyways, I picked up a fourth magazine because I'm going to be running a lot of rounds through this thing. So my plan is to run at least 1,000 rounds through it. I'm going to run it without any cleaning. So I did take it apart already. I did oil it, clean the barrel and whatnot, and I was off and running. So I've already had this at the range, and I'll roll in a little bit of range footage as well. But this thing is, you know, I got 100 rounds through it so far. Didn't have a lot of time to shoot, so I kind of just ran what I could through it. So let's, you know, talk a little bit about the pistol, my first impressions, if you will, and what are some of the features of this pistol and why does it cost more than a standard P365XL. So the first thing you're going to notice here is on the end of the slide, it has a comp on there. And this is a little bit of a weird way of doing a compensator. The barrel is actually 3.1 inch in length, but it has a longer slide. So if you look here, you can see that the slide has kind of a built-in compensator, and the barrel is recessed back inside the slide. So the muzzle or crown is right about here, and then the slide is longer. There's some debate on whether or not this is effective or not. First impressions, I will say that it appeared to be fairly flat shooting to me. I kind of wish I had a 365XL to compare it to, a non-comped version, just to see. But yeah, it definitely appeared to be doing its job. The other thing it does have is some pretty cool looking slide cuts back here. I assume this is just for lightening the slide and make it a little lighter weight or shave some ounces, whatnot. You also see here a Sig Light front night sight, and the rear night sights are subdued black. So large dot in the front and subdued black sights in the rear. This is kind of my preferred sight setup, so really cool that out the box I don't have to do nothing with the sights on this thing. Also on the slide you can see there's a optic mounting plate. This is for the RMSC version, and I do have a dot that I'm considering putting on here, but I actually want to run it for a while like so before I add the dot into the mix. You can see on the side of the slide here the Sig Custom Works logo, and kind of working down to the frame, you have some really nice texture in here. When I was out at the range shooting this, I was really impressed with how grippy this thing is. Even with my hands, which are relatively large, I was able to maintain control this thing really good. And here you can see my hand actually fits it really well. Nice ergonomics, and like I said, very nice grippy texture on the sides and the front strap and the back strap. All right, so the trigger, it is a flat face trigger, which I very much prefer. It does not have any external safety, which I also very much prefer. And it does have a rail here for mounting a light, laser, that sort of thing. We'll see. I may put a light on here. I know Sig has their own versions now, the Foxtrot. Whatever light I get, I want something that's going to be kind of fit under this slide without protruding too far up, just for staying compact and sleek for a carry pistol. Also looking down here at the frame, it is kind of flared a little bit, so for reloads that should help. However, with all of Sig Sauer's polymer frame pistols that have the frames that you can exchange, like the P320, it is always this kind of thin, I don't want to say cheap, but kind of cheap plastic. We'll see how it holds up. Like I said, I plan on running 1,000 rounds through this thing, and you know, we will see. So for the trigger, so good bit of take up there, and then you kind of hit a wall, and then you push through the wall there, and then it breaks. So I'm going to show that again. So there's a lot of take up there, and then you have kind of like this spongy rollover. I mean, it's a pretty good trigger overall for a carry pistol. Is it the best trigger? No, but I think it'll do the job. So there you can see kind of just rolling through that wall, and then the break, and then the reset. It's not super short, but I think it'll work. Yesterday at the range, it took me some practice to get on target good with these sights. This is a very short sight radius. Anybody that shoots short pistols, small pistols, know that they are more of a challenge, but it didn't take me too long to get on target, and I was off and running and hitting my steel targets pretty well on that. Takedown for disassembly, you have a takedown lever here, and to disassemble, you rotate this 90 degrees, and then you pop the slide off of there. So pretty easy, and you got your slide lock here. I will notice that the slide lock is or slide release is pretty stiff. So and it's pretty small. I kind of wish it was a little bigger, but again, this is a very small pistol, so you probably don't want a bunch of stuff hanging out the side of there. This is kind of just a first look at this pistol right here. You guys are going to be seeing more of this on the channel. I have a total of 100 rounds through it so far. 0 malfunctions, and like I said, I did clean it prior to taking it to the range, and my plan is just keep running it. I want to run 1,000 rounds through it, and I want to try some different defensive ammo. My defensive ammo of choice has been the Hornady Critical Duty or Critical Defense over the years, Beer Gold Dot as well. Maybe I'll try a few different types of defense ammo. I know Sig makes some of their own stuff, so definitely tell me down in the comments if you have an ammo preference that you think I should try to run through here. My goal is not to make it choke, but I just want to run a bunch of different stuff and kind of see what it likes, what it doesn't like, and really put it through its paces, especially if this thing is going to be worthy of going into my carry rotation. I want a pistol that I can throw anything at it and it performs. Also, any experience with the P365 in general, any of the versions, definitely put that down below. I'm kind of a little bit shocked that I picked up a Sig pistol. I've not really been a fan of their pistols over the years, at least their modern polymer frame like the P320s. This thing here looks like it's going to fit the bill quite nicely so far. At least with my first impressions, I think this will be a nice pistol for my EDC rotation. Alrighty, so I appreciate everybody watching today's video on this first pistol of 2024 for the channel from Sig Sauer. I picked this up over at Brownells, so definitely if you're looking for something like this or accessories, whatnot, check them out. Tell them I sent you. If you head over to my website and use my affiliate links and codes, I do get a little bit of a percentage for that, so much appreciated there. Any questions or comments, please put those down below. And as always, I appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take care.